In this lesson, we will learn how to answer a map question. I am going to take a sample question and will solve it step by step. Let's have a look at the sample question, which says, the two maps below show an island before and after the construction of some tourist facilities. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features. Here, the first map shows the island before any changes, and the second map shows the changes on the island after the construction of many tourist facilities. To answer this type of question, the most important thing is to understand the directions because we have to represent all important information by giving a reference with the direction. Let's understand the directions first. On the outline, N is for north, S is for south, E is for east, and W is for west. Similarly, NE and NW are for northeast and northwest. Also, SE and SW are for southeast and southwest. To answer this type of question, we will make a quick draft and will follow an organized format. Here we will write an introduction, an overview, a first body paragraph, and a second body paragraph. In the introduction, I will paraphrase the task question. We don't need to draft it here to save our time. In the overview, I will mention the most noticeable changes over the period of time. In the first body paragraph, I will describe the first map in detail, and in the second body paragraph, I will explain the second map in detail. In the first body paragraph, I will describe the first map, which shows the island before any changes. It is very clear by looking at the map that island was completely undeveloped. Also, there is Unspot Beach in the northwest, and in the center there was a research center. So I will write, there is a beach in the northwest and research center in the center of the island. Then I can see that on the eastern side there are some trees, a pond, and several rocks along the coastline. I will write, in the east there are some trees, a pond, and several rocks along the coastline. In the second body paragraph, I will write about the second map, which shows the island after the construction of many tourist facilities. Now it is clearly visible that the island has fully developed into a tourist destination. In the place of research center, a new reception has been constructed and a restaurant has been constructed to its north. I will write, the research center has been replaced with the reception and a new restaurant was constructed to the north of reception. Then I can see several residences were built on the east and west sides. I will write, many residences were built on the east and west sides. Also, there is a small pier on the southern shore to receive and depart tourists from boats. Also, these lines represent a path connects all of the island facilities. I will write, there is a small pier on the southern shore and a path that connects all the island facilities. Now our draft is ready, and from here we will start writing a task 1 by considering all these draft points. I will begin this task with an introduction by paraphrasing the given question. I will write, the diagram illustrates major changes to the undeveloped island with the addition of several tourist amenities. Then I will write overview. In overview, I will write about the most noticeable features or changes that occurred over the period of time. By looking at the both maps, it is clear that the island turned from undeveloped to a fully developed tourist destination by adding many tourist facilities. I'm going to write it as overall the island's coastal features, which were largely untouched in the past, have been developed for tourism with significant infrastructure and amenities. After this, I will write the first body paragraph that includes the details of the first map of the island, which is completely undeveloped. Here I will consider all our draft points and will write accordingly. I will begin to write about the beach and the research center first. I will write it as, in the past, the island was completely undeveloped. The island featured an unspalled beach in the far northwest, and a research center was built in the center. Furthermore, I will write about trees, a natural pond, and rocks. I will continue to write it as, the eastern coast is occupied by a few trees, a natural pond, and several rocks along the coastline. After this, I will write the second body paragraph. In this paragraph, I will write about how the island has changed to become a developed tourist destination. The first noticeable change was that the research center was replaced with a reception area, and a restaurant was constructed to the north of reception. I will write, today the island has been entirely turned into a tourist destination. The research center has been replaced with a reception area, and a restaurant has been built to the north of the reception area to serve the guests. Then I will write about the residence built on the east and west sides. I will write, in addition, several residences have been constructed on the west and east sides of the reception to accommodate visitors. After that, I will write about a small pier constructed on the southern shore and a path that connects all the island facilities. I will write it as, on the southern shore, a small pier has been built to receive and depart passengers from boats, and a route has been made from there to link all of the island features. This is all about writing this task. With some practice, you'll be able to attempt this task. So good luck and keep practicing.